Welcome back, everybody. We're ready to continue with Diablo 2. Before we continue onward to Act 2, there's a couple of things I wanted to do. The first is I went back and I slayed the Countess again to try to get one of the runes I need, since runes were so badly dropping, and I got a Sacred Globe.
Good day.
It's got a +1 to frozen armor on it, which isn't all that great, but what I want it for is, since it's non-magical, I can put it in the thing and have Charcy imbue it. Now let's see what we get. Ooh, that's a little better. I get a +1 to teleport, +3 to blaze, and +1 to static field. It also has 15 to energy, 9 to mana, cold resist, and lightning resistance. I can't use it yet because it requires level 18, but once I reach level 18, I'll have it. I also got a couple of new runes from fighting the Countess. I got a Neph rune, which doesn't really help me all that much, but more importantly, I got the Eth rune. This is what I needed to complete the studded leather armor rune word. So I'm going to put the Eth rune in, and we get the stealth rune word. You'll see it gives me a faster run walk, a faster cast rate, faster hit recovery, a 6 to dexterity, which isn't all that useful. It regenerates mana 15%, 15 to maximum stamina, 30 poison resistance, and magic damage reduced by 3. So yeah, that'll be a good keeper armor. I sincerely don't think I'm going to find anything better than that. I'm going to put the imbued glyph whorl here and confirm that we've finished with Act 1. So now it's time to head east with Warrive to head to Act 2. I showed the cinematic for Act 2 in the previous part. Since I'm playing in windowed mode, it won't play them. So, here we go. Let's start by talking to this guy that approached Cousina as soon as we arrived. His name is Jaren.
Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Lut Gholein, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I am glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange. It all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Talrasha. No one knows exactly where Talrasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the dead rising from their tombs, and horrible creatures lurking amongst the moonlit dunes. Even I have witnessed things which I cannot explain. I've ordered the port closed and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my city is safe. Atma, the tavern keeper, has an important mission for you. Go see her immediately. You'll find her on the other side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but I can't invite you in. Things are rather a mess right now.
Alright, well, I understand why I wouldn't be invited to the palace, dressed like this. Once I get my studded leather armor on, though, I'll look much better. And Warrive's right here, we can talk to him.
Now that Andariel is dead, I can return and outfit the rogues properly. Once I've made some trades here, I'll be free to head back to their monastery. Let me know if you want to travel along.
Yep, if I talk to Warrive, I can actually go back to the rogue camp by selecting the Go West option. But we just arrived in Lut Gholein, and Jaren said someone in town named Atma has a job for me. Well, before we go talk to Atma, we can go talk to the rest of the people around Lut Gholein. There's a guy over here named Mashif, who looks like a sailor. Let's talk to him.
Greetings. I'm Mashif, captain of this ship here. I make port runs around the Twin Seas and occasionally out to Kingsport in Westmarch. I haven't sailed anywhere lately, though. Jaren has ordered me to stay docked here in case of emergency.
Alright, so the local sailor can't leave because Jaren has told him he can't he can't go anywhere in case there's an emergency.
Good day.
Deckard Cain is here with us. He doesn't really have much to say, I don't think. Nope. There's Farah. This is the town's blacksmith, and since she's a former paladin, I can also talk to her for healing.
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years ago.
Now, what's funny is the paladin you play as is actually a Knight of Westmarch, which Mashif mentioned earlier. She'll recognize your paladin as a fellow paladin if you talk to him. This guy, Lysander here, he sells potions.
How do I know I can trust you, hmm? You may be as shifty as that pack rat Elzix who runs the inn. But if you need a potion, though, I suppose I can make you one. For a price, of course.
So yeah, he's a trader, and he sells stamina, antidote, and thawing potions, as well as keys, and I can go to him if I need health and mana potions. Right now I've got plenty of mana potions, as well as plenty of rejuvenation potions, so I think we're good for now. Up here, we can talk to Elzix.
You look like a sturdy adventurer. You know, I used to be quite the scoundrel in my day. I led the fiercest group of bandits who ever terrorized these sands. Nowadays, I run this here inn and pretty much stay out of trouble. My days of adventuring are behind me.
So he's a former bandit turned tavern owner, but he's also a merchant. You can buy items from him if you need them. He's also got basic gear and such, weapons and miscellaneous items and the like.
Greetings.
And something I didn't show off with Geed is you can gamble. If you go to this inventory, he'll offer you a bunch of unidentified items at higher prices. So you buy the item and then you'll see what random effect it has. And the nice thing about this is if you want, you can keep refreshing the page until there's something that catches your interest. Like you can see there's a flail in here now, as well as some chain gloves. Do it again, you'll see some boots, some swords, and axes, and a scythe. But yeah, we'll leave him alone for now and go talk to Grays.
I bet you wonder how this town manages to stay safe with all the trouble going on out in the desert. Well, I can tell you that it's got nothing to do with the local town guards. They're all in the palace for some reason. Jaren hired me and my mercenaries to help keep the peace around here. We're not cheap, but we're the best this wasteland has to offer.
So Grays is a mercenary that's been hired by Jaren to watch the town. So the town guards are all mercenaries, at least the ones we're going to be seeing. And if you want, you can hire a town guard, and they come with auras and fight with a polearm. I'll probably buy one of these guys later, but not right now. Next we'll go talk to Drognin. This is looks like a wizard of some kind. Let's speak to him.
Welcome, young sorceress, to Lut Gholein. I hope your skills are a match for the horrors that lie beyond the city's walls. A mage of your limited experience may find the evil too great to withstand alone. My name is Drognin, and I know what you're up against, my friend. You ought to look over my inventory of items for trade.
Limited experience, but I know how to cast Fireball. What more do I need? Well, we're going to learn some better spells later. I can check his inventory. He sells like staves and other fun items. This apparently gives a +1 to all cold skills on a sorceress. That's pretty impressive. Of course, if I were a cold sorceress, that'd be real useful. But I'm more of a fire-type sorceress. He also sells these shields. You'll see he's got a bone shield, which also has 2 sockets. There's some spiked shields in here. Alright. There's one more person we're going to talk to before we talk to Atma, who is this lady right here. We'll be right back. I know Jaren said to come talk to you immediately, but you're next. I want to talk to this guy first, named Geglash.
I don't know why you people keep pestering me. Grays seems to have this place locked down nice and tight. Not that I couldn't have done the same. I've proven my valor in combat plenty of times.
Yeah, Geglash is more the comedy relief type character that you'll find, since you can talk to him and he'll have funny things to say. So let's talk to Atma.
I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful. In the sewers below our city, there lurks a horrid creature that hungers for human flesh. The creature has killed many, including my son and my husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please, be careful, though. That beast has taken enough from us already. The sewer entrance is through the trapdoor, just up the street.
Alright, we get the quest Radament's Lair. And Radament, if you talk to people in town, they will tell you that the description of the creature reminds them of an ancient Horadric mummy. So, yeah, somehow it's come to life and is attacking the town. And to go after it, we have to open this trap door that Atma mentioned and head into the sewers. It's like, what a... what a great start to the adventure in Act 2. What an amazing new smell I've discovered. There's some burning dead down here. I'd say light a match, but Cousina's a fire sorceress. I'm sure a bolt of lightning will ward off the smell, at least for a little while. Alright, use a mana potion, we'll use it. We're fighting burning dead, who we saw in the original Diablo. And they're still resistant to fire, which is why I'm using lightning on them. A damaged longbow. A dried corpse. I'm assuming it's a dried corpse because it's a kind of mummy. Yeah, you'll fight mummies in Act 2 that release a poison gas when you kill them. Give Mr. Sand Raider a firebolt barrage. The lightning will handle the burning dead. One of those mummies dropped me a large shield. Hit him with lightning. I can check out the large shield. No, I can't. Well, let's check it out anyway. Apparently requires 34 strength to wield a large shield. I might have to consider raising my strength to get a large shield equipped. We got these Sand Raiders, which are these weird four-armed creatures.
Not enough mana.
See a burning dead minion. That's why. It's a mana burn skeleton. Well, rather than let him drain my mana, I'll drain my own mana throwing lightning at him. Yeah, you can see when he hit me, it knocked all my mana out. Now I have to drink another mana potion. Well, now he's dead. Now he's just a pile of bones. He dropped an axe, which isn't useful to me. So I'm gonna leave it there. Stamina potion will help, though. There we go. Sand Raider showing up. Identify the charm. 4 to strength. Well, that brings me up to the strength I'd need to equip a large shield. Pretty sure the Sand Raiders don't resist fire. So we'll use Fireball on him.
Not enough mana.
One of them dropped a Pilum. A Pilum being another type of javelin. Some heavy boots. Some gold over here. If I talked to Mashif back in town, he would have mentioned that there's another entrance into the sewer, and it's right by his ship, which I could have taken as a bit of a shortcut, since the layout of the first floor of the sewers is pretty much the same each time. If you take the trap door, you take the long way around, which I'm only doing because I want to kill all these monsters and get some experience points. More skeletons. Go ahead and zap them with some lightning and get a Sacred Globe, which isn't all that useful. It's only got one socket, and it has nothing on it. Plus, I've got a better Sacred Globe waiting for me back in Lut Gholein in my stash. The sooner I can put on my Stealth Rune Word armor, the better. didn't want to crowd around me, so I firebolted all of them. More skeletons. Lightning will work on them. Take out a couple more dried corpses and then go around the poison gas they leave behind. The poison gas isn't too bad. With the real threat with these enemies is when they hit you and poison you, since it applies a percentage of their damage as poison that will damage you over time. I walked by this door here. I'll show off this. Leads back up to Lut Gholein. Where we really want to go is here, to the sewers level 2. There should be a waypoint that leads back into the level 2 of the sewers. So before we move to level 3, we'll find that waypoint. This time the skeletons will be a bit more dangerous because they have archers. This one has the might aura, so I want to take him out. We'll zap him with lightning till he drops. There we go. There we go. Grab the rejuvenation potion. I'll use the light healing that one of the skeletons dropped to restore my own health. Something's up here. Throw lightning up there. One of them dropped a thawing potion. Now, thawing potions will remove the cold effect on you and give you a 75% to cold resistance temporarily. I can probably show that off by picking it up and drinking it. Okay, it doesn't give you all that cold resistance like I said. It looks like it gave me about 50. Of course, the enemies here are burning dead archers. They're not using cold. Got a ring on one of them.
I need mana.
Dodge their arrows. Found the stairs to level 3. That's where Radament will be, but first I want to find the waypoint, like I said. More melee burning dead. They can taste lightning. I want to save the good mana potions for later, since the ones I picked up in Act 1 will still work on me. Alright, we'll use the healing potion now. Thought I got that archer. Guess not. Here comes another burning dead. There we go. The health shrine, that might come in handy. Especially if there's more skeleton archers up here. I want that gold. There we go. Somehow I blocked his flaming arrow with my shield. Alright, there's another dried corpse as well as a couple of burning dead archers. They're hiding in the dark too, so I can't draw a bead on them. There we go. Antidote potion, I'm actually going to hang on to that. Mainly because some of the enemies down here do have poison. I know on Hell difficulty, pretty much every undead enemy will be immune to poison, as well as usually another element. Like Burning Deads, I believe, have both poison and fire immunity. Which, you know, their poison resist makes sense. How do you poison an undead skeleton? Oh boy. A few more of these guys than I thought I'd run into. But there was that health shrine back here, which I'm going to go take advantage of now. Perfect. Pretty sure this corner's a dead end. Yeah, there's not even anything to loot. Alright, these guys dropped some items. One of them dropped a superior studded leather with 1 socket. I've got a better studded leather than that waiting for me when I get to level 17. Which will be my next level up if I recall correctly, because Cousina is currently level 16. There we go. That looks like I got the other one too. Alright, we'll use another couple of potions here. Maybe I don't need lightning on these guys. Fireball seems to work good even if they resist fire. Here's the waypoint for level 2 of the sewers. Farah is selling a shield with 3 sockets on it. I'm actually tempted to buy this. Let's buy the shield. I can raise my strength to 34 on my next level up so that I can actually use the shield. Of course, I can't fit it anywhere, so... Gotta come up with a plan. Here's my plan. I'm gonna bring the stealth rune word studded leather with me back into the sewers. That way when I do hit level 17, I'll already have it with me and I can put it on. So now I gotta make my way back down to where the stairs were. I'll just run into a goo pile and a rat nest. You know, the usual places you search for treasure. Like a chipped skull. And for some reason, skulls are considered gems in Diablo 2. Alright, these burning dead aren't that tough when it comes to resisting fire, so we'll just blow them away with fireball. 2 to weaken, I'll take it. Mana. Alright, now we'll make our way to the 3rd level. Used a stamina potion to run from the waypoint all the way to the stairs. Well, we found plenty of stamina potions, so I figured I could afford to use one here. These burning dead mages also like to sling fire. Keep the antidote potions ready over there. Yeah, only a couple of fireballs to bring him down, which is less than the mana I was spending to shoot them with lightning. Well, Fireball is up to 6.5 in terms of its mana cost, but Lightning Bolt still costs 8 mana. I believe Lightning Mastery actually brings down the cost of lightning spells, but you don't get that till level 30. Alright, we'll grab another couple of healing potions. Mana Shrine, might as well grab it. A couple of Huntresses. These are a type of creature that are apparently native to the desert, which are called saber cats. There we go. We'll just give all of them some fire. Yep, that's a trap. Somehow that rat trap fired lightning at me. Someone really didn't like someone really doesn't like their vermin. Or maybe they put it up themselves. Hey, what's up here? A mana recharge shrine. I want that. Let's get those guys out of the way and take it. Kill Radament. I think I found who we're looking for. I just have to get past an army of enemies to reach him. He quoting Army of Darkness up there? Buckle up, bonehead. You're about to go for a ride. Shoots his own kind of attacks at you, which are these black energy bolts, which are like unholy bolts. And he also can poison you at close range. Just pelt him with fireballs till he goes down. Lightning from his thing will kill everybody here.
What a misguided monster.
And then we can return to Atma for our reward. And you'll see here, when you complete the quest to kill Radament, he drops a Book of Skill, which when you read it, grants you a free skill point. Let's see, I'm still level 16 for the moment. I think what I'm going to do is I'll put the point into Warmth. Get my mana recovery going up to 66%, which is pretty good. He also dropped a few other items here, a hard leather armor and a spiked shield. Let's see, what do I want to take back with me is the question. Let's take back the armor. I'll come right back, because we want to talk to Atma about what we did.
They say that the taste of vengeance is bittersweet, but I find it to my liking. In addition to my undying gratitude, I have spoken on your behalf with the rest of the townspeople. The merchants have agreed to show their gratitude by offering their wares and services at lower rates. Oh, Jaren wants to see you too. You'll find him in front of the palace.
That completes the quest Radament's Lair, and you might have heard she wants me to go talk to Jaren again, so we'll head over to the palace and see what he has to say to us.
Halt. You may not pass.
Yeah, the guards won't let me into the palace right now, but Jaren comes out to talk to me. The guard will get out of the way.
I have heard of your many deeds of skill and bravery. I feel I can trust you with something I have been hesitant to speak of. Drognin and I have concluded that the Dark Wanderer who passed through here recently was Diablo himself. Drognin believes that Diablo is searching the desert for the secret tomb where the great Horadric mage, Tal Rasha, keeps Baal imprisoned. You must find Diablo and put an end to the terrible evil that has fallen upon our city. Drognin is wise and is sure to have some helpful advice for you as to how Tal Rasha's tomb may be found. It may take you quite some time to find the tomb. May you be ready when you do.
Alrighty. And Jaren actually gives us the 6th quest of Act 2, which is the 7 Tombs, which right now just says find Tal Rasha's tomb. Back down here in the sewer, I can grab my mana potions again, and now grab this chest, which contains a Horadric scroll. And we get our 2nd quest, which is the Horadric staff, which is to show the scroll to Cain in Lut Gholein. So we'll head back to town again, and we'll talk to Cain.
Ah, the lost Horadric scroll. What a fortunate turn of events. As the last living Horadrim, I alone have knowledge of its meaning. Now, to read the Horadric runes it bears. The Horadric mages, after binding Baal within Tal Rasha, magically sealed off his burial chamber from the mortal realm. Those same mages also crafted fearsome Horadric staves,
and imbued them with the special power to open the chamber's hidden door. After nearly losing one to the thievery of a rogue sorcerer, they divided all the Horadric staves into 2 parts, wooden shaft and metal headpiece, hiding them separately to safeguard them. The Horadrim foresaw our current plight and designed the hiding places to reveal themselves to worthy heroes like you. Collect both parts of a Horadric staff and unite them using a Horadric cube. Then you may enter Tal Rasha's burial chamber.
And with that, we get the second quest we'll go to start in the next part, the Horadric Staff. Search the halls of the dead under the dry hills for the cube. Search the maggot lair under the far oasis for the shaft, and search the Claw Viper Temple for the headpiece. I think what I'll do to wrap up is we'll talk to Grays.
Greetings.
I'm going to ask him about the 7 tombs.
If you're going into the deep desert, why not hire a few of my men to watch your back?
That's not a bad idea, actually. Let's see, who should we get? We got a combat-focused Azrael, and a few other combat ones. Offensive. And there's a guy called Leharis, who is a defensive. Let's see. I think we'll hire Leharis, since he's a defensive one. It says this will replace your current one, Page. So we'll hire him, and we have Leharis with us. And yeah, he's one of the town guards. Once we go into combat, or once he reaches a specific level, he'll activate an aura similar to a paladin that could be of use to us. I can equip him with basic armors as well as like spear and polearm weapons, of which I currently have none of. Although I think one did drop back in the sewer. I
can't carry anymore.
I can't pick it up, but now I can. Let's head back to town. I'll have Kane identify it.
Good to see you.
And then we'll see what it is. Gives a chance to cast level 1 amplified damage on striking.
I'll put that to good use.
We'll give it to Leharis, and that'll be the end of this part. In the next part, me and Leharis are going to travel into the desert itself in search of the artifacts we need to get our hands on the Horadric staff we need for Tal Rasha's burial chamber, including one particular piece of item that will be extremely useful to Cousina all throughout our adventure. So until then, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you for my next video.